Hold on to your hats, Kenya, because things are about to get interesting. Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua's allies are making a bold move, proposing a major overhaul of the Constitution. They're talking big changes, the kind that could completely reshape how presidents are elected. This isn't just some small tweak. This is a full-on political makeover. We're talking about scrapping the current system and bringing in entirely new rules. Get ready for some serious political drama, because things in Kenya are about to get very, very interesting. Let's break down the current system, shall we? Kenya's presidential election process is a fascinating blend of democracy and complexity. Right now, becoming president in Kenya isn't as simple as getting the most votes. It's not just about popularity or who has the loudest campaign. Nope, it's a bit more complicated than that. The system is designed to ensure that the elected president truly represents the will of the people. To snag the top job, a candidate needs to win more than half of all the votes cast. This means they need to appeal to a broad base of voters across the country. That's the 50% plus one rule, and it's designed to make sure the president has a clear mandate from the people. This rule ensures that the president has widespread support. It's like winning by a landslide, not just by a hair. A clear victory helps in maintaining political stability and public confidence in the leadership. But hold on, because Gachagua's allies want to change this rule, and that's where things get really interesting. They argue that the 50% plus one rule is too stringent and propose a simpler majority system. This proposed change has sparked intense debates and discussions across the political spectrum. Some believe it could lead to a more inclusive and fair election process, while others fear it might undermine the legitimacy of the presidency. The public is divided, with some supporting the change and others staunchly opposing it. The future of Kenya's presidential election system hangs in the balance, and only time will tell what changes, if any, will be made. Here's the big change. Gachagua's crew wants to get rid of the whole 50% plus one thing. They say it's time for a simpler system, one where the candidate with the most votes wins, period. Think of it like a regular election, where every vote counts towards the final tally. No more needing a supermajority, just a good old-fashioned race to the top. It sounds simple enough, but this change could have huge implications for Kenyan politics. Section 4. The 60% question. Forcing collaboration or creating chaos. But wait, there's more. Gachagua's allies also want to throw another curveball into the mix. They're proposing that to even run for president, candidates would need to gather signatures from at least 60% of Kenya's counties. That's a lot of signatures. Imagine the effort and coordination required to achieve that. This rule is designed to encourage collaboration and make sure the president has support from all corners of the country. The idea is to ensure that the leader represents a truly national consensus. But critics worry it could create chaos and make it nearly impossible for smaller parties to compete. They argue that it could stifle political diversity and limit the chances for new voices to emerge. The debate rages on, with some seeing it as a necessary step for unity, while others view it as a barrier to democracy. The question remains, will this rule foster collaboration or create more division? Section 5. A Prime Minister in Kenya? A new political landscape. And just when you thought it couldn't get any wilder, Gachagua's allies drop another bombshell. They want to create a whole new position in the government, a prime minister. This prime minister would be appointed by the president and would lead the government in parliament. It's a move that could dramatically shift the balance of power and create a whole new set of political dynamics. The potential impact of drastic changes. Kenya stands at a crossroads, with sweeping reforms on the horizon that promise to reshape the nation's political landscape. So there you have it, folks. A whirlwind tour of the proposed constitutional changes that could completely transform Kenyan politics. These changes are not just minor tweaks, but significant overhauls that aim to address long-standing issues within the system. These are big, bold moves that could usher in a new era for the country. The reforms include measures to enhance transparency, increase citizen participation, and ensure fair representation for all communities. Will these changes lead to a more democratic and representative government, where every voice is heard and valued? Or will they create chaos and instability, disrupting the delicate balance of power? Only time will tell, but one thing's for sure. Kenya is on the verge of a political earthquake, a seismic shift that could redefine the nation's future. The aftershocks of these changes could be felt for years to come, influencing not just the political sphere, but also the social and economic fabric of the country. As the nation braces for these monumental shifts, the world watches with bated breath. Will Kenya emerge stronger and more united, or will it face new challenges and divisions? Buckle up, it's going to be a